Hey guys, welcome back for more Paranormasight, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. So let's continue. Let's go and continue the boss's Chuchumi. Sorry, standing by. So here, let's go. Yes. Chuchumi, our boss Chuchumi. Tetsuo. I heard you say Tetsuo. Komagata High School. Boss, I just talked to the Sumida police. Oh, what now? They found an abandoned van in the Chiba Mountains that looked like it'd been in an accident. They couldn't lift any fingerprint from it, but they found blood splatters on the front. And guess what? The blood is perfect match for Michiyo's. Oh, so it must be the van that hit Michiyo. You got it. It's all thanks to Yoshimi that we were able to find that out. The license plate has been removed though, and they even scrape off the vehicle's identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owner. Now they're trying to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. Okay, let's talk to him, or maybe check out the place first. Ooh, sticker there. Mockingbird. How many do we have? We have a lot. Dude, I wish I had a school like this, like very big field. That would be. I would be so happy. Would have been so happy. But no. Okay, June area. By the way, boss, we've confirmed that Michiyo died in a vehicular collision. But are we sure that it was really an accident? Good question. I was wondering the same thing. The damage done by the collision indicates the driver was traveling at considerable speed, but there were no brake marks to be found. Exactly, which suggests they may have been intentionally targeting Michiyo. Then what is the motive, you think? Who would have a reason to kill Michiyo? The first person that comes to mind is Kankichiro Iwai. After all, she knew about his crimes. But then Iwai was supposedly able to control Michiyo by intimidation. What is this? There's also that teacher who was taking advantage of Michiyo, Kohei Junuichi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that it was blackmailing her doesn't seem likely somehow. You're right. Though both of them have fallen prey to her curse. That's true. In that case, it's quite possible she'll also decide to exact revenge on the person who ran over her. Not just possible, she may have already done it last night, just like with Iwai. Is there anything else that could have served as a motive? That talisman maybe? The one Yoshimi was looking for? Oh, do you think someone wanted to take it from her? Well, the talisman wasn't found in her remains, nor in her house. But doesn't a hit and run seem like a drastic measure to go for a little talisman? Then in the end, it might have just been an unfortunate accident after all. It looks that way. Either way, what we need to do now is a testimony from Michiyo herself. With a bit of luck, we may be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular development. I still have my doubts that it'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Mio and Yakko turn up. I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but I guess we just have to wait. Shall we head inside? Alright then. Oh, we're gonna go inside then. I'm sure they'll be here any moment. Okay. Wait, what is this? I'll see you there. But this one, is this one a new one, right? Who's this darkness one, by the way? What is this? Yeah, I thought it was for Yakko. Oh, is it a different person? I'll check that later, I guess. This one first. I'll see you again. Komagata High School. Ain't that interesting? The record of fate's yin scroll, huh? Well done, you two. That's some good info you got from that teacher. Thank you. A good job, boss. Operation Schoolgirl was a success. Ario, stop making things sound weird. Anyways, let's share what we found at Michiyo Shiraishi's house. Yes, please. Yes. A man named EY kidnapped, sacrificed for black magic? And Michiyo helped with the kidnapping? And Mr. Genuichi used that to blackmail her. About Michiyo Shiraishi. Based on the report and looking at the circumstances, the deaths of Genuichi and EY, if Michiyo Shiraishi did it, it would make sense. Furthermore, there are signs that Michiyo Shiraishi wanted someone to notice. Really? The ribbon that was left at the scene of Kohei's death is proof of that. Mio, I'm guessing you knew that already. Ah yes, ever since this morning. But there's one piece of information I need. But I think we're near her limit. Okay. Okay, next character first. Or next question. So if we get these records of fate, see and scroll, we'll be able to dispel the curse? Yes, the source of this curse is a tragic event called the Honjo incident that dates back to the Edo period. An Omniyuji named Seiman Mikado is said to have recorded a way to deal with the curse. So I think there may be a way to dispel the curse. Right. I'll leave how to approach this to you, Mio. Okay, I'll check with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau as well, but please make finding the record of Fate's Yin Scroll our top priority. Understood. But how do we go about looking for it? It's possible the descendants of Seiman have inherited, but I don't think they are aware of its existence. It'd be nice if we had a clan crest or something to go off. Maybe we'll have to ask Paranormal Affairs? About Western black magic. That reminds me, Mio, was the Western black magic used by EY and Nejima really just an imitation? Why are you asking me? Boss said that you knew about this sort of thing. Do you not? I mean, I have some knowledge, but how strange. I don't think I've ever told anyone that. It's okay, Mio, it's no one's judging you. Right, but it still feels a little weird. So, what's your opinion on it as someone familiar with Western black magic? If I could have a look at their grimoire, I could be sure, but based on their methods, I'd say they imitated black magic popular around 300 years ago. It was advertised as magic anyone could use and was employed as camouflage to evade witch hunters. It's notable because they purposely required living sacrifices to make it difficult to disprove its authenticity. Wow, you know so much. I'm impressed. It totally matches with the vibe you got going on. What do you mean by that? Don't worry, have some confidence. Right. Thanks, I guess. Okay, more of this. If that black magic is just an imitation, then we probably don't have to worry about it. I'm just glad things aren't getting even more confusing than they already are. About the mastermind. Oh. Right, about the mastermind, I had an idea. What is it? This is about the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, isn't it? You mentioned her when you were telling us about that EY person. Yep, whether the goal is to restore youth or to resurrect someone, she's got her hands all over this. She has money too. It would also match Hideki Araishi's account of a woman's voice. An evil business lady with supernatural powers, a classic setting. If only we could confirm those powers of her were actually real. Well, we'll need to keep an eye on her. I'll tell Ichi to look into her. Okay, Michiyo again. Now then, if we're nearing the limit, I'll stop beating around the bush. Time to tell it to you straight. Yakko Sakazaki. Yes? Take out your curse and give it to Mio. My curse stone? It's just been in my pocket all this time. Thanks. I'm just going to borrow it for a second. Well? Yes. Therefore, there are soul dregs in it after all. What? How did this happen? I didn't do anything, I swear. You have to believe me. It's okay, we know. Calm down and listen to what I'm about to tell you. But there's no mistake that Junichi and EY were killed by that curse stone. But the one who committed the act is you. The ghost of Michiyo Shiraishi is inside of you, yes. What? Inside me? What? She doesn't know what's happening, but she's the one who killed them with her curse. Because she was the only one there, and we saw in the other ending, right? That she changed into Michiyo. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's okay, Yakko. Please calm down and listen. You've been possessed, Yakko. By Michiyo's ghost. What? It probably happened when you were offering flowers at the site of the accident. Filled with regret, her lingering ghost reacted to the presence of her old friend and entered you, Yakko. No way. You mean Michiyo's ghost is inside of me? I've explained this once before, but just because you've been possessed doesn't mean that you lose control of yourself. Normally, the mind will reject such attempts, and it do nothing more than affects one's mood or levels. But Michiyo had a powerful spirit sense to begin with, and because she was your friend, your mind was open to accepting Michiyo's spirit. So for those reasons, your minds merge without any issue. It's going to be difficult to separate her from you at this point, which also means it will be difficult to guide her spirit to the afterlife. Oh, no way, we merged? Me and Michiyo's minds are... But I don't get it. I don't feel different at all. I mean, I'm me, I think. That's because after she merged with you, Michiyo started to believe she was you as well. As a ghost possessing you, she's not fully conscious, only really a jumble of vague memories. Still, there are traces of her consciousness and memories as Michiyo Shiraishi. You have been acting a little different from usual. You would also sometimes react when coming into contact with things with a powerful influence. Really? That having been said, if you don't have a proper understanding of the regrets Michiyo Shiraishi had when she died and why, it would be difficult to separate her from you. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. If I carelessly provoke her ghost, it could have a risk causing her to dig even deeper into her mind. Oh no. When we mentioned limits earlier, we mean that by letting things proceed like this, there's a possibility that you will join it, completely making it impossible to separate her ghost from you. If that happens, you'll never be able to tell which of your thoughts belongs to her and which belongs to you. What? That's so scary. You mean I won't be myself anymore? Aw, but if it's Michiyo, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, I don't know. What should I do? But it was actually Michiyo who used the curse stone while I was unaware, wasn't it? Doesn't that mean her ghost has already taken over my body? Well, about that, I think that's probably the effect of the curse amplifying murderous impulses and the influence of the Feast of Shadows. While you were sleeping, the ghost's powers were boosted and strengthened by the feast. Michiyo's consciousness surfaced and took control of your body. Then that means I was the one who killed him. I cursed them both. No, you were being controlled. Right, Inspector? Yeah, that's right. It's likely she'd been recognized as not being responsible for the crime due to possession. It's not something you can control. No need to worry about that. You're wrong. I wanted to kill them too. These feelings or those feelings must have come out. It's not only Michiyo's fault. I mean, when I learned that Michiyo didn't commit suicide, I wish that all the cruel adults around me would just die. I had the curse stone with me and I wanted to get revenge for Michiyo if the chance came. That's how I felt. Yakko. Because Michiyo wasn't able to escape her terrible situation. It was so hard, it wouldn't be unusual for someone to take their own life. and I had this curse stone. I made Michiyo get revenge all by herself. Michiyo tried so hard to keep on living in silence, and I treated those feelings like they were worthless. I should have done it myself right away. I'm sorry, Michiyo. That's why I killed him. Yakko. There you are. Oh, hi, Michiyo. What is up with you? You've had me worried sick since you haven't been coming to school lately. It feels like it's been forever. I'm glad you seem to be doing good. Yeah, sorry, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you why. I've always regretted it. Oh, come on, you're acting like we weren't buds. You tell me if anyone's making you sad and I'll take care of them. Thank you, Yakko. Actually, I'm here because there's something I wanted to tell you. Really? What's the matter? You can tell me anything. Well, the truth is, I did something unforgivable to an innocent man. Saying that I was forced to and I didn't have no choice doesn't undo it. I'm sorry, I feel so guilty. What? I've done so much, I can't take back all because I was weak. There's no escaping the hell that I've created for myself. I couldn't handle it anymore. I started thinking about killing him and dying myself. Neither of us deserve to live in this world. What? But something went wrong and that's why I died with regrets. But thanks to you, I finished what I wanted to do. Thank you, and I'm sorry for dragging you into this. What? Wait, you don't need to apologize. It's only now that I realize. And I know how selfish it is. But I hope you remember the time we spent together as friends. And how we were able to be together at the end. Please don't forget me. Oh no, Michiyo, wait. You're awake. Do you feel okay? I'm sorry I had to spring that all on you, Yakko. What? Is this... Are we in the classroom? Was I dreaming? I'm sorry to rush this along while you're still gathering your feelings, but we need to hear what Michiyo Shiraishi had to say. Right. And so, after considering what to do, it is true that Michiyo's consciousness is mixed with yours. But if I summon her ghost, we may be able to establish some communication. Oh, I understand. Oh, this one again. So, you thought to use the spirit board again. Yep, I have a hunch. I think the spirit we called last time may have actually been Michiyo herself. Really? You think so? And that her spirit has been close to you ever since then. Then let's do it. I think we should, and I want to hear from her. Very well. I have no idea if this will work during daytime, but let's give it a try. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Do you remember how to do it? Okay. Good. Now do as I do. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Please tell us if you are here. If you are there, I mean. Yes. It's here. Now, is it the spirit of Michiyo? Yakko, would you ask the spirit? Alright. Are you Michiyo Shiraishi? Yes. I said yes. Don't be sure. Don't be so sure. Some spirits like to play tricks. Okay, try asking it a question only Michiyo would know the answer to. A question only Michiyo would know the answer to. Let's see then. Oh, the Spectre of the Spirit Board. How much did the ribbon I bought with Michiyo cost? 4, 9, 490. 490 yen. That's right. Well, it seems you have the right spirit. Okay, can I have you ask her a question? Okay, what do you want me to ask her? I want you to ask about the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout and the location of the talisman as well. Okay. Fumichika Nejima's hideout, tell me. Please tell the location of the hideout. It's not moving. It doesn't know. Please, terrible things will happen if it isn't captured soon. I'm sure it's painful to try and remember, but you're the only one who can help us, Michiyo. Please. Okay, it's moving. Wait, what happened? It moved. This is an address. She's giving us the address. Amazing. Thank you, Michiyo. Okay, I have the address. Thank you. Alright, Ariel. Get a move on and check out the address. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ and order a simultaneous house search and sweep of the area. I just hope the information is accurate. I know it is. Where's the talisman? Spectre of the board, do you know where the talisman that you had is? Yes. She does know. I wonder if we can find a way to narrow it down. I'll try asking again. Do you carry around the talisman with you at all times? So she did carry it with her. Then did you have it with you when you had your accident? Yes. She had it with her. But there was nothing resembling a talisman in the articles left behind at the scene. So that means someone took it with them and ran off with it before the scene was investigated. But who would do that? This would mean someone I knew Michiyo had died before the police did. The first person to discover and report it was the caretaker of the apartment building next door. Should we check with them? Let's see. The other possibility I can think of is the perpetrator of the hit and run. But it was a hit and run. Wouldn't they have to run away? It might be possible they came back, driven by fear or something else. Even so, if they didn't report it and went through her belongings, but to only take the talisman, that seems hard to believe. Unless they were after the talisman from the very beginning. How likely is that, if the talisman really is so special? Ariel mentioned the same thing, but to run someone over just to take something from them? It's possible they just picked up the talisman after hitting her for no particular reason. Either way, if it really was a hit and run, and then I hope they get caught. It's possible she remembers something after seeing that picture of the car. Then shall we try asking? I'll try. Who was responsible? It was the other guy. What's his name again? Nakijima? Something like that. Do you know who was behind the hit and run? She says she knows. That's a relief. If she hadn't known. In order for Michiyo's spirit to find peace, we need as much detailed information about what happened as possible. We can't send her off to the afterlife if we don't know what happened to when she died. This isn't like a forced exorcism, so that's what it'll take. Alright, I'll try asking. I hope she knows the name. I wonder. N A Namigaki. Namigaki. What? You mean Yutaro Namigaki? You two know of him? We talked with him after we left the cafe. He used to be a curse bear, right? I see. So that's why Yakko had the reaction when she saw him. Come to think of it, that guy said he wanted to talk about Michiyo. What in the hell is he planning without his curse stone? He said to be waiting at Ryogoku Bridge. Got it. I'll join you there once we're done. He's the bastard who killed Michiyo. Yakko? This should be enough information. We can release Michiyo from his suffering now. Let's do it. Alright. Okay, say goodbye. Bye-bye, Michiyo. No, Michiyo. Thank you. You helped us. You know, I'm sorry I didn't know about it all. Your family, the kidnapping, Mr. Genoichi. I'm so sorry. It must have been so hard. Not that I could understand, but I'm sure it was so hard. Mio. I mean, of course we would want revenge. I wanted to. We've all done things that we wish we could take back. But I'm glad that I at least know the truth. There's so much I want to say, but that's enough. Let me just ask you one last thing. Someday, can we hang out again? Oh, it's moving. Okay, yes. It was hesitating. You mean it? Okay, it's a promise. Have you asked everything you wanted? Yes. Okay, I'm going to guide Michiyo's spirit now. It's time to say goodbye. With this, I'll finally be able to free you. Hey, Yakko. Yeah? You never accepted the idea that Michiyo took her own life. I'm glad you never stopped trying to find the truth. Yeah, you're right. Even though I didn't realize just how hard things were for her. Mio? Oh, she's crying. Sorry. It's just Michiyo. She was taken advantage of by so many of the adults around her. She put up with so much. I should have tried and talked with her more. I know how you feel. Thanks, Mio. It hurts thinking about all of these things I could have done. Why did this have to happen to someone so kind and hardworking? It feels like she was ill-fated to the very end. It's just too cruel. But even then, she didn't even tell me about this stuff. And she let herself worry more about revenge than living. I'm mad at her for that. Sure, I shouldn't have noticed something was wrong, but come on. What was she thinking? Seriously, I mean seriously. Am I really that unreliable? Of course I'd hope you get your revenge, you idiot. I don't care how you had changed or whatever. I just wanted you to live. Yakko. I'll take responsibility for what's been done. But one day, if we meet on the other side, I'm gonna have to give her a good punch. Then I'll teach her, or I'll tell her she's the real fool's position or something. Then we'll hang out like always. Sounds like fun. Alright, I'm sending her off, okay? Oh wait. Does it mean no? What do you mean no? Look, the coin, it moved to no all on its own. You're right, when did it do that? It seems she still has something keeping her here. Do you have any idea what Michiyo wants? Me? Please, don't forget me. I think she told me that she didn't want me to forget. I see then. If you can hear my voice, let your feelings that you won't ever forget her be known. Show it through an action. What? Do something that shows you won't forget. What? I can't do anything. I don't know. Save? Is save gonna work? Oh, let's save then. Let's see. Okay, it worked. This game, man. This game is so different, game. From lowering to volume to saving, it continues the story. Like, how would you even know that? Though, I don't really want you to punch me, so live a long life, okay? I'll see you later. Okay, she went away. Okay, we need to go to the bridge, right? Ryogoku Bridge. Are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, I feel a lot better. I guess I really wasn't feeling like myself recently. It was like there was a part of me that I had no control or something. Yeah, I think you're back to your normal self. I'm glad there weren't any problems. I wonder if Michiyo was able to find peace. I know she did. You don't have to worry about that. It seems that her regret was not being able to tell you what was going on and growing apart from you. Well, I guess I can forgive her for that. But there's still something bothering me. Really? Yeah, I wonder what that feeling is. It's like there's a piece of her that hasn't left yet. It might be an after effect. Maybe because you gave your stone to Chief Inspector Chichumi. Doubt it. Having a curse stone shouldn't have any effect on your body. But dealing with 4 curses sound like a lot of stress. Good work, Chief. Someone's like a completely different person all of a sudden. But are you really sure about this? Having us arrest you once this is all over? You might be able to get your case treated just as an accident. It's fine. Treat me the same as someone who used a curse stone to kill someone. If anything, I should be thanking you for letting me go free until this is all over. So thanks, Chief. What? So you wanted to be arrested for killing someone? She's okay with that? Okay, I guess. Ryogoku Bridge. We have a police boss with us, so... You didn't say anything about bringing the police. Sorry about that. We don't have time to care about what you have to say about us. What business do you have with this girl now that you've lost your curse stone? I'll tell you this for free. I have her curse stone already. Wait, can we check anything here? Before we talk to him. Surroundings. Nothing. Oh, sticker again. Mockingbird. Okay, nothing. I don't have any ill intentions. I wanted to tell you that I want to help if you intend to resurrect Michiyo Shiraishi. That was my intention from the beginning when I received my curse stone. And that's why I took your curse stone. You can't be too careful. What? Besides, what connection do you have to Michiyo Shiraishi? We met once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Uh-huh. Met once. Well, I'm sure it must have been painful for you, but... Do you think bringing back the dead will erase the fact that you hit her with your car? What? We know. You don't need to lie anymore. I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about. If you don't know, I'll tell you, and you'll let me ask you some questions in return. Did you just get your license recently? We found a van with blood stains on it. You see, it's only a matter of time before we find out who the owner is. Well, what's this supposed to mean? And why don't you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with Michiyo Shiraishi? Not only that, you killed someone with your curse stone, didn't you? Stop, stay away from me. Damn it. Okay, I give up. It's all over for me. I gave up. Afterwards, Yutaro Namigaki gave his confessions. He admitted that he was behind the wheel of the van that hit Michiyo Shiraishi. He explained that he was speeding in order to impress a girl he had in the car with him. After hitting the girl, he drove away and planned to wash the car in secret to destroy the evidence. But he became nervous and went back to the scene of the crime at the urging of his passenger. And when they returned to the scene, the female passenger went to check the victim alone while he sat panicking in the car. When she returned, she told him people were unlikely to assume hit and run as it looked similar to a suicide by jumping from that height. Afterwards, the pair parted ways and Yutaro dumped the vehicle deep in the woods under the cover of night. The two of them decided to keep the accident a secret. The next morning, Michiyo Shiraishi's body was discovered, and luckily for them, her death was a real suicide. However, a darkness lingered within his heart. From that day on, the schoolgirl appeared before him covered in blood, her limbs bent and broken to spite him in his dreams every night. Even when awake, he would see a phantom of her corpse in the dark, moaning and cursing him at all times. Troubled by the constant hallucination, it was only a number of days before he suffered a nervous breakdown. He couldn't bear hiding what he'd done anymore and planned to turn himself in, but was stopped by the passenger from that night. It was then that he first heard rumors of the right of resurrection. He thought that if he could resurrect the schoolgirl, that it would be like if the accident never happened. And with that, the darkness enshrouding his heart could be dissipated. From there on, he searched the areas associated with the Seven Mysteries of Honjo every night. And he received the curse of the foot washing mansion as a result. I see. That's right, I'm not a bad man. I wanted to turn myself in. It was the girl who tempted me. Okay, okay, calm down and listen, son. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, what would these girls think if they saw you run over that poor girl? There's something I want you to know. Do you know anything about a talisman that Michiyo should have had on her at the time of the accident? Talisman? What are you talking about? So you don't know anything? In that case, what about the woman who was with you? Can you ask her? Oh, that's right. Everything is her fault in the first place. Well, that may not be exactly wrong. Just riding passenger in a car involved in an involuntary vehicle manslaughter isn't a crime in and of itself. But according to your statement, she neglected her duty to seek aid and instigated you to neglect your duty to report the accident. And if she took an article from the scene, then she'd also be charged with theft. Can you tell me who she is? You have no intent of hiding anything anymore, do you? Yeah, that's right. It's her fault. Do what you want with her. It's time for her to face what she's done. Her name is Ayame Tono. She's an art student I met in town. What? Ayame Tono? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you absolutely sure of that? What point would there be in lying to you now? What do you know about her or something? She may look nice, but she's rotten on the inside. I'd like to meet the parents who raised someone like that. Shut up. What, is that his daughter? Ayame? Oh, yeah, it's his daughter. He's reacting like this. Why? How could this happen? Listen up. I'm taking this one with me down to the station for more questioning. You two go after the records of Fate's Yin Scroll. Got that? Okay, we will. Come with me. Whoa. Let's get going then. Yeah. It was him. It was his daughter. Oh, we got this one. Manhunt. Standing by. Even standing by is not finished yet? What? Okay, let's continue this. Let's do this. There are a lot of scenes that it's not yet finished yet. We'll just come back to that maybe later. Maybe those are ending parts, right? Like when you do something, it ends the game. Maybe later. I know we're supposed to be finding that record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Omnioji Seiman Chuchumikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. What to do here? This one? So this is the Heihaku Soap's headquarters. Okay. Even if you're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in and ask her if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Is that your working style, Mio? Well, whatever. Whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. You don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh yeah, there's the Yakko I know. Now, shall we? Let's go inside then. Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet with a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us a cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe our private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case, what do we do? Surroundings? Oh, sticker. Nice. 17. What about that one guy? The one Inspector Chichumi checked with. I forgot his name. Alright, apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have any way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau messenger, and I hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then, it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. I need to suspend because we can't progress for now? Okay. Yeah, we can't progress this for now. We need to be suspended. Okay, I got no choice, so... We haven't finished this one. Too much to handle? Yeah, but we'll check this one, manhunt. Standing by will not do first. This one, I think we'll continue this manhunt, I guess. Darkness will probably just do maybe later. Maybe in another episode, but not today. So yeah, we said goodbye finally to Michiyo. She was actually, what do you call this? Inside of Yakko all this time. Like they believed that she was alive, but no, she was just possessing Yakko, and she's been using the curse, or Yakko's curse, right? What it calls the false possession, to kill the other people. So next episode, we have this one for Chuchumi again. Manhunt, they say, is the title, I mean. And probably something's gonna happen because our boy Aroy has his gun out in the preview. So maybe that episode will be, or the next episode will be very intense. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.